part of the cyber world?
Becoming part of the cyber world in terms of the show?
The show in life.
Well, I was previously never cyberistic, which now I'm learning a little bit more. After 13 episodes, it's been a real education in what not to do on your computer. So yeah, it's been crazy. It's been kind of a steep learning curve, but with everybody here, the support that you have from the producers and props and everything like that, that really teach you how to do it. So I'm learning.
What are some of the things that you have learned about, like what you should not do?
Change your passwords. That is the number one thing, is change your passwords early and often. The craziest thing about the show is that it's not necessarily the same as the old CSI, the other CSI franchises in terms of revenge and jilted lovers and things like that. A lot of it takes place in the deep web, where there's a whole new set of rules, and normal people who just use their computer for checking email get sort of drawn into it and used as pawns to follow through with these crimes. So the interesting thing to me about it is how random it can be. So a little bit of personal network hygiene can really go a long way.
Are you guys actual CSIs? Because when we think of CSI, we think of blood and bullets and that kind of stuff. But you guys are just computer.
Well, yeah. The interesting thing about that is a cybercrime, as we've been told, is described as any crime that can be used with a computer. Any crime that starts on a computer is considered to be cybercrime. So it's going back and pulling all of that evidence off of hard drives and cell phones and iPads, the same way that you would pick up hair follicles and collect blood and all that kind of stuff. So it does leave a trail and a trace that the original CSIs would follow back to their people. It's the same thing that we're doing with computers. So the computer, the inside of it, is the crime scene, and we sort of investigate all that jazz.
Good answer.
Thanks.
There's a lot of
I'm getting good at this.
There's a lot of things that on the show that are cause for worry. Is there anything that makes you feel good about the future?
The thing that's really, that's a really awesome question. We don't want to put out that everything about technology or the internet is horrifying. It's just that there are ways to, be responsible, and for your own safety, there are ways to act when you interact with these things, because they're hyper intelligent devices, for lack of a better word. So what's awesome is that our characters love technology. It is such a huge function for commerce and interconnectivity and all that kind of stuff. So we don't want to give the impression that we're trying to scare everybody. So I think that's one of the really cool things, is that you get to watch these characters really experience a love for the technology. And my character in particular, the reason that he became an FBI agent in the cybercrime division is because he doesn't want to see that thing that he loves so much manipulated and used for evil. So that's something that really gets him at his core. But I think they all really, really love it. So it is a positive show in that way.
Can you talk a little bit about working with Patricia and James?
Yes.
As people, not as their characters.
They're fantastic. I feel incredibly lucky to be a part of the cast with those two especially. And Peter has an Emmy. For me, this is my first regular gig, so to be able to come in and play around with people who've just been at it for so long and doing really great work. All four of them, Peter, James, Patricia, and Bao. I'm 27, so I grew up with all of their work, like Varsity Blues and Ghostbusters 2 and True Romance and, Bao's records. When he came out, he was 13 and I was 13. He was a big star. It gives you a real feeling that you can be something. So it's been strange, but it's been good. And to have everybody get along so well and want to come and make this thing new and make it interesting. And I don't think anybody here is considering this a day job, you know what I mean? This is really what we're interested in doing. So it's been fun. And she's going to be an Oscar winner soon, and that's always going to be awesome. They have little things where they go, this person worked with an Oscar winner, right? I hope so. I hope that becomes part of my bio one day.
1 degree away, basically.
Yeah, exactly. I'll get there. I'll get that little gold man.